Hey team, Alex here. We're going to be diving into the top 7 SEC stadiums, and I have ranked these 7 through 1, and we're going to be going into it, taking a look. I've compiled a bunch of video of these stadiums, and I'm going to try to keep this as short and sweet as possible. Now, there are 14 teams in the SEC, but I have narrowed it down in half of the top 7, and of course, in my opinion, I would love to hear your feedback. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of feedback from certain fan bases of like, why are we higher? Hey, you can create your own list too. This is just in my eyes. I have actually coached and played at a bunch of these stadiums, so I got to experience it as well, and I will talk more about that as we get in. But hey, if you're new to this channel, my name is Alex Swinson. I'm a former Division I college baseball coach with 11 years of experience. I coached at Ole Miss, so I do have some bias with Ole Miss, no doubt, and Georgetown University and Jacksonville University. So if you are looking for any help with the recruiting process, I put out weekly videos on how to get better on and off the field in the recruiting process, and then also fun stuff like this, what we're covering today about the SEC and the stadiums as well. A little side note, all right, how we're going to go over the criteria of these top SEC stadiums is, one, the stadium as a whole, what they have done, the capacity, the cost they've put into it, all the amenities, etc. from there, and then also the fan experience. We're going to talk about that. So hey, if you have any fun with this video, please smash that like button, that thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel to get those weekly videos to help yourself through this recruiting process for college baseball. Let's dive into it. We're going to hop right into this with number 7, and that is the University of Florida ballpark. Amazing ballpark that they just finished about a year ago or a year and a half ago. They have a seating capacity of 7,000+. They're going to have a lot more than that with the berms, the grass on the side where families and kids can sit and watch the game. They put $65 million into this ballpark, which just is amazing and well deserved. I mean, Florida's on a regular competing for a national championship, and they really needed a stadium like this because their old stadium was just honestly lower standards of the SEC, would not have been close to the top 7 of this. So really excited for them and their program. Let's get into number 6. This is South Carolina. I love their stadium. I've coached here. Their fan base is amazing. They have a capacity of 8,242 plus. Again, with the extra seating, standing room, definitely a lot more than that. They put in $35 million when they first built this in, I think, the late 2000s, 2008, 2009. I could be wrong with that. But great atmosphere. Fans are fantastic. But one quick story. When we were driving up when I was coaching at Ole Miss, they were waving at us like, hey, welcome. Like, just hospitality was amazing. So like, some of the nicest fans in the SEC is South Carolina, and just love the environment there. Let's get into number 5, and that is Texas A&M. Just a great tradition here with Texas A&M, what they do with the 12th man. They have a capacity of 6,100 plus, and they are putting more money. They put cost of the stadium was $24 million, but they're going to put definitely more into that because they're adding seating, and just Blue Bell Park is amazing. They have bubbles going off. I coached here as well, and they, in their student section and fan section, they have bubbles throughout the stadium. It's a tradition of theirs. One of my favorite aspects of this is the train in right center. They have a train that crosses. I mean, again, the environment there is just amazing, and again, their fan base is very, very loyal, and just some extra facility highlights of Blue Bell. Let's get into number 4, and that is the University of Arkansas. This is where I get into really hard of, hey, which one should be, they could be well into the 2 and even 1, but Arkansas is just an amazing ballpark. Their grandstands and just their seating is amazing. They have 10,000 plus people at a game, usually, depending on, I believe they've had capacity of a max of like 13,000+ at Arkansas. The environment there is really just amazing. It competes with the next top 3 and again could really be into number 1 if they could. This is really hard for me as far as putting them at number 4. But number 3 is Ole Miss, where I coached, and obviously I am biased here, but I did not put them number 1. They have an amazing environment, amazing fan experience with the showers in right field, which we'll see here in a second. We've had 12,000, 13,000 fans at Ole Miss when I was there, and they are continuing to put money in. They're actually putting another $40 million in on top of the $35 million that they put in. So this right here is when a player hits a home run, they do a beer shower. One of the best things in college baseball that everybody looks forward to. Number 2 is LSU. I mean, the tradition here with Skip Bertman and what he's done, and they've put in a lot of money. I couldn't find the numbers as far as with LSU, as far as how much money, but they put millions and tens of millions of dollars in their ballpark. It is a great ballpark. They don't really have a lot of good footage of LSU as far as video wise. This is the best that I could find. But the ballpark is amazing. Their fan base is amazing. They are number 1 each and every year as far as attendance comes. They do a great job, and the tradition is vast, and their fan experience is amazing. All right, and number 1 as we get into it is Mississippi State. They put $68 million into this stadium. It is fantastic. It is amazing. They have a capacity of 10,000 plus easily. Their fan experience is amazing as well, with their traditions in left field with all the cookouts, and they put out these new like almost apartments or suites out there in left field. What they have in right field as well. I mean, that's a view from where their new suites are. It's these stadiums, all of these stadiums, especially 1 through 4, are like the top of the line of minor league stadiums, and would compete with MLB stadiums. They just don't have the capacity of MLB stadiums, but just absolutely amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I like doing these fun topics on the stadiums. If you guys are interested or want to hear more or see more stadiums throughout the country, because there's amazing stadiums throughout the country that I'd be happy to go into, and even maybe dive into the facilities themselves, as far as the player facilities, the locker rooms. I'd be happy to do that. Please comment down below. Let me know what you agree with. Let me know what you disagree with. I would love to hear, because I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of disagreement with these top 7. And as you guys might have noticed, Vanderbilt was on here. Vanderbilt's an amazing program. They have an amazing stadium as well. It's just there's some limitations with Vanderbilt, but it's obviously a great stadium. I just didn't see them in the top 7. These are my top 7. Just a recap: Florida, South Carolina, Texas A&M, Arkansas, Ole Miss, LSU, and Mississippi State. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.